Good evening, everyone. I have Thumper there at the spot hanging out. And I have Buck over here waiting and wagging his tail. You ready, my big boy? It's actually cooler out this evening. Not so buggy. I don't see flies or anything on Buck, so thank God. Good. Hey, baby, here. It's Apples. I wonder if he smells because I was hanging out with my in-laws just now. I wonder if he picked up their scent because I was next to them. Oh my God, he's so funny. Buck, you are funny. I even have cereal that I don't eat no more. I figure I'll give it to all the animals. All right, so let me just put everything in the bowl. Fine. You want to eat by yourself? All right. Want to eat like a big boy? That's fine. He wants to eat like a big boy, guys. So I put all his food in his bucket. Now he has a bucket full of apples, butternut squash, and strawberries. Oh, so I want to give you guys a tip. Something I've been noticing every time I come to the spot. I'll see a lanternfly inside the water. You see? They don't know how to swim. Once they go in the water, they can't come out. So I'm not going to remove that lanternfly from the water. If I had a water bottle, I would have. I put everything in your bucket. Now you're waiting over here. It's in your bucket. It's in your bucket, baby. I'll sit down. Let me sit down. I think he wants me to sit down. That's why he does that. You see? He's like, why is she standing up? Is she leaving? Because if I was getting ready to leave, he probably would have ate a little bit and left too. He'll eat by the bucket by himself if I'm not around. If there's like still corn, like leftover corn, he'll come to the spot and eat it. But when I throw all his dinner food in there, if I can't just throw the food and leave. I wait till he starts eating, you know, like in case like one day I have to, let's say I'm gonna run, like I'm in a rush that I have to go somewhere. I said I'm gonna run, you hear me? I did not say that correctly. Yeah, so let's say if I'm in a rush one day and I have to go out somewhere and I just have to hurry up and feed him, I have to put the food in his bucket, literally hang out with him for at least like 5 minutes till he starts eating his food, and then I can walk away. Because if I just pour the food in his bucket and then walk away right away, he'll look at me like, where is she going? Like, why is she leaving so quickly? Like, he'll think like something is up and he won't eat. Buck is very, very, very cautious, you know? But I like that about him, that he never lost his like cautiousness, you know? He always checks his surroundings when he gets to the spot. He always looks around, making sure everything is like, you know, the same. Thumper's so cute. Thumper's right there. You forging? So cute. I'm telling you, Thumper always does like surprise pop-ups. And Buck this time was on time for dinner. This morning he came a few minutes late. I had to call him. But for dinner time, he was on time, which is good. I see a mosquito right now on this pole. As long as it doesn't come next to me, it doesn't bite me. I threw more ice cubes in his water, so now his water... I'm so happy that I fixed his water bucket because now it holds more water, you know? So it's good. Because I don't have to bring out extra water for the evening. I just got to bring out more ice. I hear you, Bluey. I think that's Bluey. I know it's a blue jay. That's one of the blue jays. I don't know if it's Bluey or if it's just a random blue jay. I'm so happy, guys. Oh, I just felt like a bug just landed on me. Oh, it was a mosquito. Get the hell away from me. They're starting to get the mosquitoes. Like, leave me alone. I can't even, like right now I'm dying to throw spray on this wall, on this pole. But I don't want it to go on him while he's eating, so that's why I'm not going to do it. I actually got to bring this bottle in the house today and refill it up because I can't believe it's already almost empty. Well, I've been using a lot on Buck, and I've been spraying like my surroundings, like around here. I've been spraying with his spray. I've been spraying the lawn there. So I've been using a lot, that spray bottle. But I gotta bring it in the house and put more. Because it's like literally little to nothing left in that bottle. And I see a mosquito right now. Get away from me. And there's an ant on this bottle. Get away. Okay. So Buck is eating. Buck is gonna start slowly losing the winter coat. I mean the winter coat, you hear me? His summer coat. Because we're almost by August. Because by August, he's gonna eventually look like he's all shaved. His whole body is gonna look like it's all shaved. Like it's gonna look like there, what it looks like there. You see on top of his hair right there? That's how his whole body is gonna look like probably by the middle of August, I would say. Or the beginning of August. He's gonna slowly start losing the summer coat. I know summer's not over yet, but their body starts getting prepared for the winter, you know? And then by September, he'll be like spotty looking. Like his body will look spotty with his hair, like some missing hairs and some hairs. And probably by the end of September, going into October, he'll have some of his winter coat. Like he'll start looking like a darker brown on his whole body. But then his full winter coat will be in on top of him, I would say by the end of October, going into November, he'll have his full winter coat. Well, not full, because by December, he gets even extra fluffier. So by December, of course, he's going to have his full winter coat. But he's slowly starting to lose some of the summer coat. Which is normal because he did that last year too. So I'm wondering if we're going to have a bad winter because Buck is starting to shed some of his summer coat. But then again, he licks himself a lot where probably the bugs bother him. So he probably licks a lot of the hair off of himself. But thank God I don't see any flies around him right now. So I guess I sprayed him earlier this morning. It must have worked because I don't see those little mosquitoes on him like I did this morning. I hate when they bother him. I hate when the bugs bother him. It gets me so, I get so mad. I'm like, leave my boy alone. You know, and there's only so much I could do to help him with the bugs, you know? I could just spray him. You can't put flea and tick things. I've seen people that have pet deers that put like flea and tick collars on their deers. I just don't want to do it because I never put anything around his neck, and I don't think he would allow me to even put anything around his neck. So that's why, and me and my husband were just because he's a wild deer, you know, he's not raised from like when he was a Bambi, you know, it's not like I raised him, you know, I didn't raise him, guys, so it's not, you know, he's not used to having anything on top of him, like on his body, you know, like a collar or something. I don't want to make him freak out and think I'm doing, like I'm trying to hurt. I don't want him to think I'm trying to hurt him or I'm trying to do something to him. You know what I mean? So that's why I never put anything around his neck. I would love to. You know how bad, even last year, I wanted to put like a ribbon or something around his neck to make like people know like, okay, this deer belongs to somebody. But my husband was like, babe, don't do that. We don't have to worry about him getting hunted. We live in a no hunt zone. So even if Buck leaves like this forest and goes to another forest that's a couple blocks down away from my house, we don't have to worry. He's not going to get hunted. Like that, I promise you guys, that's the last thing that comes to my mind. If anything, I get more worried about him getting hit by a car, you know, like things like that. Or him hurting himself when he's jumping and running and galloping inside the forest. Like, I worry more about things like that. I never have to, then the hunting part never crosses my mind of me worrying about him, you know, of that. Thank God. I have to say, Buck is one of the wild deers that's in the most protective forest where he really doesn't have to worry about anything like that, you know? About people trying to hurt him. And my whole neighborhood knows about him. They all know he lives in here. Everybody, I have other people that feed him. Like, I don't know if it's that house. There's another house like next to that house. I heard they throw apples. They give him stuff. My neighbor that lives next door to me on the right side, she gives him stuff too. She throws him bread and apples sometimes. So Buck is a spoiled neighborhood deer. The only thing I noticed from what I've seen, that I could call him any hour of the day and he actually comes, is he never leaves this forest. He never leaves. He always stays in this forest. I could literally go outside like every 2 or 3 hours and call him and he would come. He might take a while to come, but he would come. So I know Buck does not leave his home. He loves his home. Like, he loves this whole forest. Sorry, guys. Like, choking. That's why sometimes I wish another deer will come, but I don't think Buck cares too much about hanging out with another deer. Like, he gets excited where he starts following them for a few days. Like, they'll follow each other around. But eventually the female, the doe, she ends up leaving. And then Buck does not leave with her. Like this past fall, last year, that just passed. We had a doe come in here in this forest where Buck lives during the time that he was in rut, meaning like he's like in heat like that. And honestly, I was kind of nervous. I was telling my husband, I was like, oh my God, now if she leaves, he's going to follow her because, you know, he's in heat. He's going to want her and be with her. And he didn't. He did not follow her. Like, he did not leave with her. Because after a while, me and my husband, we stopped seeing her, you know. She used to follow him, and she always used to hang out over there on that trail. And we didn't see her anymore after a while. And we noticed Buck was always by himself. We never seen her standing next to him. So that's how we figured out, like, okay, she's gone. She left. And she probably did get pregnant by Buck. So she probably had Buck's babies, like, this past spring that just passed. So Buck probably does have kids somewhere around. It's just, we won't see them. I was hoping she would have stayed here till springtime, so I would have seen Buck's babies. But I heard that those, they don't really hang around the Bucks too long. It's only for mating season, then after that, they, like, get away. So I think that's why me and you guys, we never see does over here in this forest. Because I think Buck, he marked the whole forest. He definitely marked the whole forest. I've seen him doing it with my own eyes, like marking every spot in this forest. So he probably put his male scent, you know, everywhere. Where if a doe walks by, she's like, I'm not staying here. There's a male in here. Like, there's a buck. I'm sure if Buck was a female deer and, it, you know, he was marking, it probably would attract more does to come in here. But I think because he's a male, I heard the females really don't hang around the males too long. It's only around mating season, and that's it. Bucks usually are loners, or they'll hang out with other bucks. There was a young buck that came here last year for Halloween during that time. I would never forget it. I seen it on my trail cam. But that one left too. So I don't know if Buck chased him out of here, or if he just like picked up on Buck's scent and he knew that Buck was like an older deer and he was like, I'm not staying here. But I think Buck enjoys being by himself like this. He has it good, you know? He has it really, really good. He has a whole forest to himself. He has buckets of corn and water to himself every day. I'm assuming he ate all the corn because he's eating the corn right now that I threw in the bucket. Let me see. Yep, his bucket looks empty. Right? It's empty. Okay, so you ate all your corn? You ate all your corn, you piggy? Oh, I just heard buzzing by my ear. I hope I didn't jinx it that the mosquitoes come. You know what I need in this forest? And I know I have them in my neighborhood because my husband said sometimes he sees them like that in the street. Or when my husband goes to work like early in the morning on Sundays, he'll see them like walking around. It's possums. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be possums in this forest. I just wish they would come closer. Like, I wish they would hang out over here and eat all the bugs. Because I heard possums, they eat ticks, fleas. Like, they'll eat all that stuff. Like, they love it. They're like, they clean the lawn pretty much. Like, you know, they'll eliminate all the bugs. So I kind of wish there was more possums here. But I never see them. I see them outside of this forest. Walking around like the neighborhoods. I see them like that, but it's either late at night or early in the morning. Like, I never see them in here. Even years ago when I first moved with my husband, that I went to like live with my husband, I would never forget, I used to see foxes in here in this forest. I don't know what happened to them, but I haven't spotted a fox in like 10 years now. And I know we have foxes in my neighborhood because my neighbor says she's seeing one once in a while walking around. Like once in a blue, she'll see one walking around like in the street and stuff. But I don't think foxes are like coyotes. They won't attack a deer, thank God. I think they're too small. I think they're too small to go after a deer. You know what I mean? Bucka's just like foraging right now and looking for stuff. He thinks he's gonna find peanuts or corn. You're still hungry? Oh, Buck, here. You want some? Look. You want some? You want some? Hold on, guys. Let me put you down for 1 minute, and then I gotta end this video and get my butt inside. Here. Here, baby. You got cereal. I know the raccoons are gonna enjoy this tonight, but I know you will too. Okay. It's oats. It's cereal with oats, but I haven't ate it. Honestly, it's been sitting in my cupboard for like months. It's honey bunches of oats. I figure he will like it because it has oats in it, so it'll be good for him. I just scattered it there, trying to prevent the raccoons from going in his buckets. Maybe they'll just chill there on the floor instead of going in his buckets. I know the raccoons will probably clean that up too tonight, unless Buck will eat it all. But guys, I gotta get going. I didn't think I was out here for so long. Oh my God, it's we're up almost to 20 minutes. I didn't think. And my mother-in-law is watching my son, my son is fine. My mother-in-law, she's amazing. She does an amazing job with him. Even if he gets cranky, she knows how to deal. She's a mother, you know? She's a mother of 4 kids, so she knows a lot more than I do. She's been around, you know, around like with the babies, like baby stage and all that. But I'm gonna get going. You know, leave Buck here and I'm gonna leave Thumper here. And Thumper's there, so cute. Thumper, you're so cute. And I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. Buck had a good dinner. And now he could just finish up and clean up the floor, enjoy the oats. He's probably gonna eat all the oats inside of it and leave the cereal, but it's all right. I'm sure, let's see tomorrow if it's gonna be clear, that's why I threw it here, because I wanna see if it cleans up. Because if it cleans up, that means the raccoons and all the animals, they're gonna have fun with that throughout the day. All right, everyone, have a great evening and a good night. And me and Buck, and hopefully Thumper too, we'll be back tomorrow morning with another video. All right, everyone, ciao for now.